write something up about it. I don't know. And then I don't remember. And then you had to judge the eggs. Who in here eats eggs? Everybody. Okay, great. Oh, great. My son, I can't believe it. I'm like, he doesn't like eggs. I'm like, I've never met anybody who doesn't like eggs. But anyway, if you take an egg and you put it up against the light, you can see the yolk inside. And so 4-H taught me what that means. Of course, I don't remember. But I do know if I put it up there and it's black, I know I'm not going to eat that. You might as well just throw it away. Another fun fact is, in 4-H, I did public speaking. So you don't have to get into farming. My father is a farmer. He farmed my entire life. He had pigs when we were growing up. We didn't live on the farm though. We lived right here in Bainbridge, not far from here. He had pigs. Now he has cows. But 4-H was my ticket out of Bainbridge. It was a lifeline for me. I learned so much about myself, so much about the world, so much outside of Bainbridge and Decatur County. Because we would travel and we didn't have to pay for it. 4-H took me all the way to Washington, D.C., I think twice. And when I was there, I just happened to be walking down the steps of the 4-H Center. They took my picture and I ended up on the back cover of the 4-H magazine, a national magazine. And I was like, wow, little girl in Bainbridge, Georgia, and 4-H did this for me. So clubs are extremely important. And I didn't know the name of this was a club. I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I want to encourage you to really get into it, really participate as much as you can in this club. And I don't know if it's too late for new ones to join, but if it's not, invite your friends, your classmates to come on in and experience it.
Yes, we always do open groups, open clubs, so that
awesome.
As we get new students who are interested, they can always join.
That's awesome. And if you all are interested in going to the color party, I know that there's a curriculum for this, but maybe we can meet at school and make those gifts. You know, I see that there's some creative people in here, and I like to dilly-dally in painting and crafts and stuff too. So, you know, you don't have to buy every gift you get. You can make a gift. Anybody in here love to write poems or do rap or whatever? Awesome. So your gift can be the gift of words. Anyway, let me see if there's anything else I want to say. I love community service. A lot of the people who worked with me in 4-H were doing just what I'm doing now. I'm trying to give back. They were community servants. Let's see. Any questions that you might have for me at all? Oh, the garden, yes. Okay, so when I came back, so I'm retired Air Force. I spent 20 plus years in the Air Force. Another fun fact, I don't know if any of you have met Miss Hurt. So Miss Hurt and Miss Adams worked in Maryland, not far from where my husband and I lived in Maryland. And we were in Maryland almost 30 years, never really met. And then it's so interesting, we all move around the same time to little town, Bainbridge, Georgia. And then I find out all those years in Maryland, we were up there pretty much together, not far from each other at all. So, I mean, God has a way of orchestrating life, which I think is really interesting. So since I moved back to Bainbridge, I decided to get my certification in master gardening. So I'm a master gardener. And with that, I have to accumulate 25 hours of volunteer service every year, which is fun because I enjoy gardening. I don't like bugs. I like to wear gloves, but I love the fact that you can put a seed in the ground and a few weeks later, and in some cases a few days later, you can see it sprout. I think that's a miracle. And so at the Women's Wellness Center, we're going to be doing 2 garden boxes, and we need help to do that. And so this is a quick way for you, an easy and fun way for you to get some community service hours. and they'll be letting you know more about that. Hopefully we can get these boxes built one day next week, because September 15th is really the last day that you can plant in the fall. There's some vegetables that have to be planted in the fall, some have to be planted in the spring, and because of the weather here, there's some we can plant in the summer. And also for those who have a creative nature, some vegetables can actually be planted, grown, and then used in your crafts. Right now I'm planting loofah. Has anybody ever heard of that?
Yes.
Okay, so loofah it looks like a very big cucumber. So you let it stay on the vine until it turns brown. Then you pick it and you knock it against something hard like the ground or the table. And when you're knocking it, you're letting you're disconnecting the seeds. And you cut it open, like at the end, pour all the seeds out. So you never have to buy more seeds. And actually, almost every vegetable reproduces itself. So if you treat it right, you never have to buy any more seeds. So it's an investment once. And then you peel it and wash it, and you can cut it in half. Cut it in slices. And those slices can be used in the shower if you want to exfoliate, or you're shaking your head. But look, there are people who are making money with loofahs. So you know what? You get your job, you have your position, your career, and then you go home and you have your side hustle with your vegetable garden that you can use to sell. So anyway, you can also use